Colorado, we got beautiful mountains, we got snow, we got the Denver Broncos, the world champion Denver Broncos. So, is there any other interesting facts that you guys saw that are clues that you guys saw last night?
That are clues?
Yeah, any kind of clues. I'm looking for clues, any kind of details. That
what is it? What's going to happen next? Is that what you're asking?
Not what's going to happen next. We'll get into that, but I want to see if you've seen any clues that we may have missed. Anything?
Are you talking like Easter eggs?
Come on. No, just anything that is going to tell us that why? Okay, so why that syndicate, that gangster, they called him the Narcos? Did you hear him say the Narcos? Okay, so when I had first saw here's a clue that I saw tonight. When I first saw the commercials, I thought that they had only saw Nick. Until tonight when I rewatched it, I saw that Nick saw them back. So Nick knows. Right. So yes, Nick knows. So there was that. That's what I'm talking about. Little clues
Nick,
like that.
Nick, I'm not for sure if he knew exactly who it was, but he did see somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sees somebody looking.
Yeah. So he knows it's those guys though, because that's the only ones really around. So he knows it's them, and they're looking for him. So now all they have to do is get their army together and invade, and then Luciana's brother. Or was that her brother that's with them, that's rolling with that gang now, or?
No, her brother.
Her brother
was killed.
Yeah, her brother was
dead,
killed.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm wrong. The lady from the motel, that was her brother or something, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So,
her nephew.
Yeah, that was her nephew? Okay.
Yeah, because her nephew and the guy that's in charge of everything over there in the warehouse, they're brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
All right, so we've been pretty, Brooke. We've been doing pretty good. We're kind of jumping around a little bit again, but it's cool though because I know last night we were so out of whack that we were jumping all over the place last night, and we had a couple big time listeners last night. So, but like I said, one of them said we did really good, and he understood what we were going through because they said they've been through it before. So. I understand. So hopefully again they're listening to us tonight, and it's pretty cool. I like to know that we have big time listeners, and they're going to be listening to all our podcasts. So it's pretty cool. Let's back up a little bit here, and I want to talk about the cutting the medicine up a little bit. Nick and the doctor that you guys that I know Brooke said she didn't trust. Did you feel the same way, Deborah?
The pharmacist.
The pharmacist?
Yeah.
So, okay, so if those narcos know where the colonial is at, and they know that they cut their dope, how soon do you think they're going to move in on them?
Well, I think that's probably going to be our cliffhanger for this season.
Probably.
You think it's going to end like that? You don't think, with 2 episodes left, you don't think that they're going to try to open anything else?
Yeah, it's going to be the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's going to be the cliffhanger.
Right, next episode is going to be more of Chris and Travis, I believe.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited to see that one.
Yep, the last episode is going to be that one.
I'm hoping for a big cliffhanger, but I'm also hoping they open up a big can of whoop. You know what I'm saying? Whoop.
Right.
Because we want a really good cliffhanger, but we also want them to open up a big can of, I'm just gonna say it, whoop ass. So the show's exciting.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
He said the A word.
Oh goodness.
Hey,
oh my gosh, it's going to snow.
My kids are listening to the podcast.
Why is it so high?
Hey, my kids are listening. Your kids are listening.
No, my kids are asleep. You're good.
I don't want to be a bad influence on anybody's kids, you know.
Oh, gee, Louise.
I get on.
Well, you can't be any worse than what I am. I'm mine.
My daughter's 16. I'm sure she's heard worse than that.
Could you believe I'm a rap star? Could you believe I'm a rapper and I don't cuss? I don't cuss on stage.
I'm telling.
I'm a rap star and I don't cuss on stage. Is that how many rap stars do you know like that? You don't to be in the music business and to be a rapper, you don't have to cuss to be a rapper. You know what I mean? You can still make good music without being a rapper. But a lot of my old music has cuss words. I know if you ever downloaded or went to iTunes or YouTube, you probably heard a few cuss words from me. But now I say you don't need to as far as that. But back to fear again. Are we going into a convenience relationship with Nick and Luciana, or do you think do you think that they're gonna be together for a while? Because I think that she really, really is kind of in love with him, you know.
I'll let you go ahead and answer that one, Dad.
I'm not for sure where it's leading. It depends on if Madison finds him or not.
well, I don't know, because this might actually jeopardize the relationship, because he was basically, before he saw whomever, up there, staring back at him, he was going to go off by himself without her. And she told him, hey, I'm the boss, you listen to me, we're staying here. So this actually, I don't know. Their relationship could go up in the air.
Yeah, it could.
But he listened to her. He stood there. He didn't go anywhere. It wasn't like he went ahead and took off anyway.
That night. Remember, they're supposed to leave that night.
Checking the mic real quick, guys. Yeah. So that was okay. So I understand where you're coming from on that end, but when she told him that, it looked like he had a lot of respect for her. It didn't look like he turned away from her or anything, and went against what she said. So I think he does have some good, because if he takes off, he basically knows their relationship's over. So I think he's interested in her, and I think he likes her. Because
I don't know.
Okay, so if a woman tells me that and I listen to her, I'm just saying, in my shoes, I must care about her or like her, to stay there, Well,
that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, if I didn't, I would have took off and went and investigated everything that's going on, Because I see what you mean by a whole different topic.
I don't know. Nick, I don't understand why he want to leave. He's safe.
Yeah.
He's safe there.
Yeah. I just want to know why, she has such it seems like she has a really good grip on him, and nobody else has had that grip. His mother hasn't. Strand thought he did, but he didn't, you know what I mean? So I want to see why. I want to know why they're in that position where it's like that,
Right. That is it does make you scratch your head and wonder why.
Yeah, because, like I said, because nobody's really kept him in check, and what I noticed that she had him in check for that moment. She was like,
I see what I'm talking about.
She was in charge, and like me, I'm a loose cannon. So if a woman told me that, I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, and I'm gone. I'll be like, yeah, I'll be.
You hear that, women of the world?
I'll be over here standing by the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh my goodness.
No. So the show's been awesome. We have 2 episodes left. We talked to Julie earlier, Deborah, and we talked about the ratings. She said that the ratings are 3rd on cable show networks. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong, right? She said that they were number 1 on the cable show networks with 2.1 million viewers, but the viewer count is really down, but it's still number 1. I don't know if you got to hear that earlier.
I mean, there's not too much. Yeah, I heard it. There's not too much, as of right now, too many shows on Sundays, really.
Yeah. And then it was when there was a lot of shows on, they were number 20.
Right.
So, and that was out of all the shows. And right now they're number 3 from what Julie said. Was that correct, Brooke, or did I miss something?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, they're number 3 out of all the shows, of the network shows and everything like that.
Your main shows hasn't come on yet.
Yeah. And then you had broke the news about, you were the first one to break the news about them going into season 3.
Correct.
So it sounds like they have some really big plans. If they're going to go all the way into season 3, and I'm going to announce this now. I'm going to send in, since they're filming in close to me, I'm going to send my photo in and my resume in.
Oh, good Lord.
Just to say, they might need a 300-pound walker. They might, you know,
oh
you
my
never
gosh,
know.
you're not 300 pounds.
Yeah, I'm more than 3. What do you mean? I'm more than 300 pounds.
No, oh my gosh, Dad! I met him in person. He is. No, don't listen to him. He's full of baloney.
Really?
But I am.
What are you running around saying you're 300 pounds for?
I am 300 pounds.
No,
I am 300 pounds. But I am as tall as I told you. How you didn't believe how tall I was, huh? Me and your dad are about the same height, though, huh? How tall is your dad?
Yeah, my dad's like 6'1", 6'2". You're not 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Stop it.
I think I'm just a. I think I was just a little bit taller than your dad, though. Just by a little bit, you know. But, yeah, but Deborah, I really am 300 pounds. So yeah, I am gonna send them my photo, and if they are gonna be on for 3 seasons, they may, you know, it may be an opportunity for me. So because
go for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, it doesn't hurt. It never hurts to try. You know, it really never hurts to try. So I'm gonna send them.
You can go through Walker School.
Yeah, no, that's why I was talking to Brooke earlier, and I told her about Juilliard, and I said if I had the money to go to Juilliard, I would go to Juilliard right now, you know, because all the main characters, they've all been to Juilliard and graduated, you know. Everybody on Fear, everybody on TWD, they've all been to Juilliard, they've all graduated, you know. There's been some child actors that have grown and grown, so they didn't have to go to Juilliard. But most of the actors that come in later have been to Juilliard, you know. So I wish I could afford it, because I would go. So is there anything that you guys want to bring to the table about Fear TWD with only a couple episodes left?
You go ahead, Dad, hon.
I'm just really anxious to see what Travis and Chris is up to, actually.
I'm with you.
The romantic stuff.
They've left about, 2 or 3 episodes, you know, left them at the barn where Chris shot that man.
Yeah.
And then we ain't seen him anymore, and that's just a little irritating.
And that was really good. That was like that was a cliffhanger. They left us us at a cliffhanger. So that was like, and because we really don't know what's going on with the gang, you know.
Right, the boys and Travis, and wasn't there 3 of them?
I think so. I think there was 3. But what do you guys think about Madison, you know, when she was at the warehouse and they were talking about Nick, and then she hurried up and got back to the hotel and turned the light on? Are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah, I know. And then guess who's seen that?
Exactly. You know, but it's just like, oh my gosh. I was ready to put on the TV, like, are you kidding me? See, this is the reason why I'm not a big fan of Madison.
You know, it's like, here's your son. You know?
No pun intended right there, huh? Now look what happens next week with our sign-ups. Everybody's coming. And even if I do not like her.
I personally think, guys, that
just want her son back.
I think that
sorry, send that for Nick to see her, to see it. Hopefully, you know, he'll say, hello, Mom, you know.
What?
I personally think, guys...
Did she go up and turn it off, or did somebody else? I can't remember. was it that she leave it on? I thought that somebody turned it off.
I think if I remember correctly, I think it was still on because Travis saw it in the distance.
Right.
She was over there trying to explain to Alicia why she did it.
Alicia was telling her to turn